Hey everyone, back again, another video. I don't know if you guys saw the short that I posted, but yeah, we're doing slapped ham. Are these real cryptids caught on camera? Yes, I am in excruciating pain right now. I am on even more meds and even on heart meds. And I got other meds strewn about left and right here. If you hear crunching noises, that is my deaf dog eating her cookies. Sorry about that. Sorry about this. But doing my best. It's... yeah, health-wise, my yeah, my shoulders, so it's my left and right, and if you notice, my right is completely separated compared to my left. I have, surprisingly, being a right-handed person, most of my strain is on my left side, and that is due to me, carrying more with my left so that I can do things with my right, like when I'm doing the big welder work and stuff, and I have all my tools, they're all on my left, and I'm working with the left and doing stuff with the right. If I'm carrying in groceries, everything goes on the left, and then I can unlock the door with the right, and it is what it is. But yeah, major separation in my joints. I'm doing the best I can and just kind of surviving at this moment. I have an appointment tomorrow for my MRI, and yeah, I'm going in for more imaging, and hopefully they can pinpoint the exact damage to tell me whether or not I'm going to be needing surgery. And hopefully I can find out whether or not surgery is covered under my insurance, because I currently owe like $90,000 in medical bills just because paying $2,000 a month for insurance, they didn't cover anything. But now that I'm on government insurance, they cover everything. Let's get into this.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. You're about to see some seriously scary video clips. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this. TikTok user ShireenAnn3, known for sharing wholesome family content and life updates, has left her followers unsettled with a recent post that took an unexpected and chilling turn. Shireen, a mother, recounted that she was sleeping one night when she heard persistent knocking sounds coming from the walls of her house. Initially dismissing it as nothing unusual, she soon found herself facing something far more terrifying. Later that same night, the knocking continued, and upon reviewing a photo she took at that moment, Shireen discovered something eerie. If you look closely, you can see a pale, ghostly figure lurking outside her bedroom. Shireen admitted that she had no idea what she had captured until looking at the image later, leaving her feeling disturbed and anxious about the possibility that her house might be haunted. The viral clip has sparked a wave of speculation and debate, with viewers offering their theories. Some believe it could be a case of pareidolia, where the brain interprets random patterns as familiar images, while others are convinced it's evidence of a ghostly presence. A few commenters have even urged...
See, I'd have to err on the side of caution. I'd need to see the layout of the house. Like, is that a crib in the other room, or is that like a banister and then a stairway going down? Because if it's stairways going down to like another room, then I would lean more towards the idea that somebody was walking up the steps and she caught them right there, or it's something on the steps or on the banister. There's too many questions, not enough answers, and too many questions and not enough info. I mean, they show clips of different things, and it's like, okay, she's in the living room on her couch. She's in her room on her bed. She's laying next to her bed, showing the ceiling, and it's like, okay, where are you? Show us more.
Shireen to cleanse her home or seek professional help to rule out any paranormal activity. As the video continues to gain traction, one lingering question remains. Is Shireen's house truly haunted, or is there a logical explanation for the eerie figure?
I hope you can hear this. It sounds like gorillas fighting in the tree. They're breaking limbs bigger around than me.
In a fascinating video shared to TikTok by user JRox377, viewers are witness to a scary and inexplicable scene. The footage shows massive tree branches, each measuring between 8 to 12 inches in diameter, being snapped and torn from a towering tree.
Look, that's bigger than me. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. What in Jesus' name is doing this? Oh my God, he just took half the tree down. Something, oh my God, oh my God.
The person behind the camera can be heard expressing disbelief, pointing out that the level of strength needed to cause such destruction exceeds that of any local wildlife, including bears.
Yeah, see, that was like my first thing was in that kind of country. I grew up in Wisconsin. I know, Wisconsin. Yeah, I grew up in Wisconsin, and going up to my aunt's cabin, there's bears and stuff up there. There's big animals, but nothing to that extent. We had trees bigger than this, and we had trees smaller than this. And it's like we've got old hunting blind up in a tree stand that was like 2x4s and stuff nailed to a tree. Bears climb that all the time. We had a bear climb that, and my uncle had to get the park rangers to get it out of there, and park rangers tranked it, and it fell through and it hit branches, and it's like the bear was like 490 pounds, and it fell something like 45 feet. It's hitting branches like 3 inches in diameter and not even breaking them. But this thing, these branches right here, these are about 3 inches in diameter right here. This one back here, probably about 4 inches. This up here, we're talking like 6 inches in diameter. Right here, this is about 8 to 12. I mean, that's big.
It's something stronger than a bear.
Adding to the intrigue, the videographer speculates that the unseen force, possibly a cryptid, could be reacting to his presence with aggression.
Yeah, you see all the pollen that's coming out of those trees. That means this is in the springtime, and these trees are already fully grown and fully, leaves are there. That pollen coming out, that is them germinating for the whole summer. So we're already past the point where bears will be coming out and searching trees for stuff. We're already past the point where that'll happen. And we're far too ahead of the point where bears would be climbing up there to try to, get sustenance to build a fat layer. And it's like... We're okay, in the timeline. The whole winter, bears do the hibernation thing. They eat a whole bunch of roughage and it creates a cork. I know it's horrible to think, but it creates a cork, and then they eat a whole bunch of food and gain a whole bunch of weight. Winter hits, and then springtime hits. They come out of hibernation. And they'll go up in trees and like search for, high ground to view things. They'll chase squirrels and stuff up as high as the squirrels can go, and then they just do it. I mean, we're already past. We're not even to the point where they need this. I mean, this is a weird time for any of that to happen, and you're seeing and hearing these limbs breaking. But there's nothing attached to them. They're just literally just falling down. And this is a healthy tree. It's not dead. You'd suspect that from a dead tree where it's just a deadfall. But this, and even then, there's no wind. There's no wind. I mean, you have stale air moving pollen.
About 8 to
Look, that's
10, maybe even 12 inches in diameter that he just broke.
That's stale air.
I'm getting close to him.
This eerie possibility has ignited debates among viewers who seem unsure just what to make of this bizarre video.
Look, that's a big one. Look at that. What in Jesus' name just is
there
doing
is
this?
there is nothing there.
Oh my God, he just took half the tree down.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Here's a quick and strange
Well,
one uploaded by
here's
Instagram
the
user
fake
Parallel
one.
Universe. It's some security footage captured at a resort in Cancun, Mexico.
Yeah, this was like a sound stage
The
that
brief
was set
clip
up
appears to
for
show a
something, and
strange
these
creature
guys.
in the background.
Now, this was a sound stage, and it was set up for some kind of broadcast. And these guys work at the station, and this was their buddy.
The men panic and the video quickly ends, leaving viewers to wonder what it is they've just seen. Many commenters think the footage is just too convenient and planned out. The placement of the security camera raises suspicion, leaving viewers to wonder what it is.
Yeah, because like this was the soundstage. They set up this camera, and back there, where you see the big dark lines, and then there's the lights back there. That's actually the doorway to the back of the soundstage. There was a video of this in the daytime, in the light, and they were setting up for the shoot, and you could see the back wall behind all this stuff. But right here is the door, and this is the wall, and this is the wall, and there's a thing here, and back here was a table, and it's like it was a soundstage.
They've just seen. Many commenters think the footage is just too convenient and planned out. The placement of the security camera raises suspicions that the whole thing's just a setup. Still, it hasn't stopped the clip from going viral.
No mames. Córrele, güey, no mames. Córrele.
This TikTok video uploaded by Depths of Despair shows some rather creepy security footage captured in a shop in Sana'a, Yemen. The shop owner was running his store at 2 a.m. while listening to the Quran when a mysterious figure resembling a woman in a black robe entered. The figure, who appeared pale, questioned why the Quran was being played. She then approached the shop owner, telling him not to be afraid and claiming to be an angel.
She says not to be scared, that she's an angel, but the store owner says she had feet that looked like horse hooves.
Shortly after, she asked him for money. When the shop owner told her he didn't have any, she turned to leave but lingered outside the shop for a moment, asking again before finally
Horse hooves.
afraid and claiming to be an angel.
She
Appeared pale, questioned why the Quran was being played. She then approached the shop owner, telling him not to be afraid and claiming to be an angel.
They say it looks like horse hooves, but I mean, I see feet. I see actual feet. Those are feet. But here's the thing. In their culture, women aren't allowed to walk out like that alone. They're not allowed to converse with men without permission. Excuse me. Asking about this, like the only thing that I can think here is she is trying to scare him and lead him into something. Like, is she the bait? Is she the bait? Because the bait would take, they'd send a woman into an area where they know that they're not supposed to go alone, and then step outside and draw him outside so that the other people can do something to him and then rob him. As somebody that served in the military, that was a big thing, was getting drawn outside so that they could attack you, rob you, take your weapons, take your money. Most of the time, they wouldn't even go for your gun. They'd check your pack for chocolate, and it was like teenagers. They draw you outside of a protected area and knock you down and grab your pack and open it up and grab the chocolate bars and run away. There was a lot of guys in the military, especially in places like New York. It's the name of a base. You'd get like kids that would follow your convoy, and you'd know that there's something ahead because they'd be hesitant to go. And you could pay them like 2 chocolate bars to go out and point out mines and things in front of you. And some of the guys would just like, okay, yeah, we're just going to pay them to go and defuse the bombs for us. And it's horrible.
She says not to be scared, that she's an angel, but the store owner says she had feet.
Yeah, those
that
are
look like
toes.
horse
You can see
hooves.
toes.
Shortly after, she asked him for money. When the shop owner told her he didn't have any, she turned to leave but lingered outside the shop for a moment, asking again before finally saying goodbye and walking away. The shop owner later claimed that the figure had feet resembling horse hooves, leading him to believe it was a jinn. He also stated that had the Quran not been playing, he might not have been protected from the entity.
The man was terrified at the sight of this person or entity. He believes it may have been a jinn, and without the Quran playing, he may have been vulnerable to it.
The TikTok video has gained over 5 million views, sparking intense debate. Many viewers argue that the figure couldn't have been a jinn, as they believe jinns never reveal themselves to humans or appear on camera. Others offer different explanations, suggesting that an entity like a jinn wouldn't be able to enter a place where the Quran was playing. Some believe the figure was simply a distressed woman seeking money, while others remain convinced that something supernatural was at play. With millions captivated by this unsettling footage, the encounter remains shrouded in mystery, leaving viewers torn between rational explanations and chilling supernatural possibilities. The shop owner's conviction that the Quran protected him adds yet another eerie layer to this already strange incident. A bizarre and unsettling video uploaded to TikTok by Nightmare Fuel _ has left viewers questioning whether they just witnessed something supernatural. The eerie footage, reportedly captured by a night security guard in Mexico, shows a dark, shadowy figure hobbling through a dimly lit area. The movement appears unnatural, almost as if the entity is struggling to walk, but what happens next is even stranger. As the figure continues moving, it seems to morph and distort, possibly shape-shifting into what some believe to be an animal-like form. Since being posted, the mysterious clip has sparked intense debate. Some viewers claim the footage is proof of a Nahual, a mythical shapeshifter from Mexican folklore believed to have the ability to transform into animals at will. Others speculate
if it has the ability to shapeshift at will, then it wouldn't have a difficulty walking unless it's a newborn. I mean, anything that does it enough to have that ability, it wouldn't have issues walking. It wouldn't have issues. To me, it looks like a drunk guy walking down the street, and because surveillance footage and surveillance cameras can't pick up and distinguish things in the dark very easily, it pixelates and it adjusts. It's nothing. It's a drunk guy walking.
That it could be a witch or a supernatural, making it appear as though the person is transforming into an animal.
No.
Could this really be evidence of a shape-shifting entity, or is there a rational explanation behind the chilling footage?
No. It's just a drunk guy walking.
An astonishing video making waves on social media has reignited the debate over the existence of Bigfoot. Take a look. Posted by Instagram user official.joeyfresh, the footage captured deep in the forest allegedly provides one of the clearest glimpses of Sasquatch ever recorded.
That's a guy in a suit.
The sharpness of the footage and the figure's lifelike movements have fueled intense speculation and debate across online communities. Could this be some of the most...
No. You look at it from this distance, this angle, this view, that is a costume.
Compelling evidence of Bigfoot's existence, or is it simply another elaborate hoax adding to the ongoing mystery? Watch the footage one more time and decide for yourself.
Yeah.
What's up, everyone? This is Zach, Channel Into the Void.
A spine-chilling exploration by YouTube user Into the Void has left viewers on edge after he posted footage of a terrifying experience inside a storm drain tunnel in downtown Colorado Springs. The unsettling clip, which has gained traction across Reddit and other online forums, has led many to speculate that the explorer may have encountered a cryptid lurking in the darkness. The adventure began as a typical urban exploration mission, with the YouTuber and his friend venturing into a series of underground tunnels near Fountain Creek. The tunnels, stretching over a mile, would dimly bring into a series of...
Okay.
The explorer may have encountered a cryptid lurking in the darkness. The adventure...
Tents. Whole bunch of tents. People are there. People are camping there. People probably homeless there.
adventure began as a typical urban exploration mission, with the YouTuber and his friend venturing into a series of underground tunnels near Fountain Creek. The tunnels, stretching over a mile, were dimly lit with only flashlights to guide them. What started as a casual exploration quickly spiraled into a nightmare.
Okay, so I need to set up my gear. I'm just gonna cut for a second, and then we'll get back to it.
In the video, Into the Void recalls how he and his friend initially heard an animalistic scream that resembled a mountain lion.
I go into the tunnels here every now and then, and it's just packed full of homeless people and drugs.
Hello? Anyone here?
But when they saw a pale, emaciated figure moving toward them in the dark, they knew they weren't dealing with an ordinary animal. Describing it as having a horse-like face and a sickly humanoid body, he compared the creature's appearance to the infamous Pope Lick monster, a legendary cryptid known for its eerie resemblance to a humanoid goat hybrid. Despite their initial terror and vow never to return, the pressure from viewers on Reddit convinced Into the Void to go back. Armed with a flashlight, camera, and even a Glock 19 for safety, he made his way through freezing waters and treacherous terrain to reach the tunnels once more. Things quickly took a frightening turn. Around the 1:35 mark, the camera captures what looks like wet footprints on the floor of the tunnel, strange given the location's isolation. Shortly after, he hears this in the distance.
Yeah, those are shoe prints. Tennis shoes.
Nope. I'm dipping out.
Panicked, he abandons the exploration and flees the tunnel.
I don't know what that is.
The nature of the creature has left many viewers debating its origins. Some speculate that it could be a cryptid, possibly a skinwalker or a wendigo, known in folklore for haunting isolated areas. And
It's not isolated if you look to the left and there's a bunch of buildings, and you look to the right and there's a bunch of buildings, and right next to the tunnel is a bunch of tents. It's not isolated. It's like saying Walmart is isolated. It's not. And it literally sounds like somebody going, wow, wow, wow. It's not scary. And it's like, there's nothing cryptid or scary about it.
People be talking about, man, it's true. Man.
a bizarre and chilling story has been making the rounds on social media in recent weeks, after Reddit user ExpertDesk7492 shared an eerie video detailing an alleged encounter with something not quite human. The footage, originally uploaded to TikTok, features a man recounting a first-hand experience that has left many questioning what they believe about the world around them.
yo, this is crazy. Like,
The narrator and his neighbour had been working outside their homes, applying Snake Stopper, a common pest deterrent. After accidentally getting some on themselves, they decided to head back to the store to buy more supplies.
I accidentally got some of this on us. So he was like, man, hey, pretty boy, you ain't got time to go back in the house to take a shower. We got to go back and get some more stuff. So we went back, got some more stuff, got in line. It was my neighbor, me, and this mixed-looking guy behind me.
While waiting in line at Tractor Supply, they noticed a man behind them who kept sneezing, except his sneezes didn't sound normal. The narrator's neighbour whispered that something felt off about the man. Then after another violent sneeze, something terrifying happened.
He sneezed again, and I turned around, like, this part of his face, coming from his nose, across this way, turned scaly. His eye had a slit, but the slit wasn't up and down, it slit sideways.
The cashier saw it too, reacting with visible shock before rushing away. The man, now aware that he had been seen, followed them outside and begged them to keep quiet, insisting that he was just trying to live here like...
Yeah, I'm gonna call BS on that. Oh yeah, the lizard people. The lizard people. I got snake stuff on me and a lizard person. No. BS.
Working at the courthouse. The idea of a potential reptilian or something.
He worked at the...
Doctor explains that many non-human beings live among us. One of the most intriguing is true
Easy, like,
actions,
out of here,
shape-shifting reptilian movements. Net isn't
it turned this...
on a heart-pounding journey through a hidden maze-like underground tunnel system spanning over 10 miles.
Over the course of one whole day, I traversed more than 10 miles in a confusing and seemingly endless tunnel system hidden.
The danger escalates as floodwaters rise and slippery conditions make navigating the tunnels treacherous.
I feel like now is a good time to tell you that this exploration was extremely difficult, with all the rushing water coming towards me, and the air being so foggy, moist, and dense, making it difficult to see and breathe.
Then, amidst the foggy corridors, he captures footage of something eerie. Two glowing-eyed creatures peeking from behind a wall.
Okay. Yeah, I know that there's pixelation here and here, but there's something here, and it's actually casting a shadow. But this is on a rod. Now, right there, you can see the hand sticking out. There's the hand and the outline of the head, and you can just barely make out part of the leg, and right here is a foot. But then, going frame by frame here, starts peeking out again. This one comes shooting out, but there's nothing here. There's nothing here. But you can see some kind of bar here or something. That's a person. Plus, if you notice, it makes no sound, even though it supposedly runs out here and then runs back in. And it's like all of this is wet. All of this is running water. You'd hear footsteps.
What truly elevates this discovery is the rumoured location 1960 culminated in the Track 2 film adaptation. Normal investigators. Some speculate that Urbex Hill may have stumbled upon the same mysterious entity connected to the Mothsea may still be lurking in its forgotten corners.
Yeah, look at how fast this water's rushing.
Is this proof of the Mothman's continued presence, or a chilling coincidence born of folklore? One thing is certain, this YouTuber's exploration has reignited interest in the legend, leaving viewers questioning.
Yeah. Too fast of running
mysterious
water.
Post has been going viral across social media, sparking intrigue and skepticism.
Ooh,
it
a
tells
werewolf.
the story of a hidden door, a secret chamber, and the discovery of cryptozoological artifacts during a renovation in 2017 at the Little Museum of Nykøbing Falster in Denmark. Among the eerie relics was what many are calling a petrified werewolf on display as part.
Okay. Somebody in the medical field, somebody who has dogs. Those jaws don't line up. That would never be able to close its mouth. The points of each of those teeth perfectly line up with the points of the teeth above. These teeth, the teeth on this outside, this outside right here, that's the inside teeth. That shape is inside teeth. You've got rear teeth, molars in the front and on the bottom front, and these aren't even real teeth. You look at the nose, there's nothing there nose wise. This looks like part baboon and part dog. But I mean, those are not real teeth. That's not a real jaw. It's not even a real nose. There's no nose there. It's just messed up skin.
Of the museum's collection, aptly named the Museum Obscurum. The discovery began when museum staff stumbled upon a concealed room during restoration work. Inside, they found old crates, ancient documents, and detailed sketches, all linked to the home's former owner, Cornelius S.C. Roeder. Born in 1821 into a wealthy noble family of German descent, Roeder's early life seemed ordinary, a privileged man studying medicine in Copenhagen. However, his fate took a strange turn after a trip to Italy in 1856. It was there that he allegedly encountered writings and specimens that introduced him to the world of cryptozoology and occult studies.
I bet he got into taxidermy and he was trying to create things to make people believe in cryptozoology just because.
His meeting with Thomas Merrillin, the famed crypto-naturalist and xenoarchaeologist from London, inspired him to abandon medicine and explore the supernatural. Roeder began collecting cryptozoological artifacts, everything from supposed vampire remains to mythical creatures like baby dragons and fairies. The most intriguing artifact discovered...
Yeah, look at these teeth. Look at these teeth. This thing could not close its jaw. Teeth point, teeth point, teeth point, teeth point, teeth point, teeth point. All the teeth line up. It would never be able to chew let alone bite anything, because the moment these teeth connect, you're talking about a huge gap. Look, there isn't even a nose. It's just junk flesh. The eyes aren't even. One eye is like over here, and then the other eye is like on the side of the head. It's like that's ridiculous.
Within Rota's secret collection is a specimen labelled Homo lupus, or the lycanthrope.
Yeah.
According to museum descriptions, this particular werewolf is a 15-year-old female believed to have died from starvation. The display suggests that the werewolf's transformation is tied to a genetic mutation potentially triggered by a virus.
Okay, if it was a female, it would, female. There's no nippage. There's no genitalia, and this is not the bone structure of a female.
An explanation that ties folklore to biology. The werewolf specimen was said to be the last acquisition of
Yeah, these are not real teeth. These are made out of wood.
Anthropologist Edward Harrell, a colleague of Marilyn, making its origins even more steeped in mystery. While the story has captivated many, skeptics have raised questions about its authenticity. Could the werewolf be a clever museum prop designed to draw in curious tourists?
Yeah.
Some argue that the story of Cornelius S.C. Rhoda fits neatly within the trope of forgotten collectors of the bizarre, making it too good to be true. Others suggest that the involvement of Thomas Marilyn, a figure whose work straddles the line between cryptozoology and fantasy, points toward fabrication. However, cryptozoology enthusiasts believe that artifacts like these should be taken seriously until proven false. They argue that just because werewolves exist in folklore doesn't mean such a genuine find or a work of art.
That's fake.
So, could this petrified creature cabinet of the Museum of Pictures to Disturbing Places? On January 16th, Franco TV uploaded a reel to his Instagram page from one of his episodes.
Already
where he
seen
ventured
one of
into a
these
cemetery
guys.
and may have captured footage of a real witch.
Yeah, I already seen the Franco.
While exploring
Already seen Franco. Old news.
user Miss Creepy TV, a home security camera has captured a chilling sequence of events that has left viewers both captivated and unnerved.
Duende?
Take a look.
Oh, yeah. At the far
The
corner
footage
over there.
begins with a person stepping onto their porch, only to spot a strange, small creature darting across their yard. The creature's unusual movements and appearance immediately draw comparisons to a duende, a mischievous spirit or gnome rooted in Hispanic and Filipino
It's a goblin.
folklore. Fueled by curiosity and a sense of unease, the individual ventures closer to investigate. However, as they approach the gate to get a better look, the footage takes a startling turn. A white, wispy, ghost-like shape suddenly materializes and rushes toward them, forcing the frightened observer to retreat back into their home. Turn.
Hold on.
Fueled by
Okay. The thing's running away. Light turns on.
ease, the individual ventures close.
Yeah, you can see it in the corner over there. But I'm looking at the gate. Yeah, right there. Bottom of the gate. Right here. And right here. This right here, and this right here. Nice one, Peanut. That is a gunshot. That looks like a gunshot. Because while she's walking up there, you can see somebody right here behind the gate as this thing's running this way. And from the standpoint where she's walking up, that thing's about waist high to her. So, I mean, I can't say for certain, but that poof and all that right there, and her turning around right there, that looked like a gunshot. Or something that exploded. I mean, maybe a car backfiring in that person. That, ooh. Gate's there. This person's trying to open the gate. The other person jumped the fence and was trying to get to the scooter to steal the scooter. That's why it was running from over here to over there. That's probably a scooter gang. That's probably what that is. That's probably a scooter right there, and there's probably another scooter right here, and the guy that's standing right here is the lookout. Yeah, because you could see another guy right here, and movement's right here.
However, as they approach the gate to get a better look, the footage takes a startling turn. A white, wispy, ghost-like shape suddenly materializes and rushes toward them, forcing the frightened observer to retreat back into their home.
And then runs. Boom.
The video has ignited widespread speculation online below.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the zoom in. I mean, hell, they could have thrown like a can or something at her. But you can see them. You can see them on the other side of the fence, right there. There they are, right there.
It's back. It keeps peeking in here, help me.
A chilling Facebook reel shared by Boise Bigfoot, a page known for posting bizarre and unexplained events, has gained thousands of views, leaving viewers both terrified and intrigued.
I can't do it. What in the hell is that? Oh my gosh. It keeps...
The video was recorded by a woman inside her home who noticed something strange lurking in a window.
This house is haunted. There's something in the other room. Look at that. What is that?
The unsettling nature of the figure has sparked widespread debate.
Why the hell does that look like a freaking wild cat? Look at lower mouth. There's the pieces. There's your nose and your little whiskers, and then you got your eyes glowing. That looks like a big ass cat.
Some viewers suggest it could simply be her pet dog, while others note its resemblance to a mountain lion or even a baby cow. However, the longer the video goes on, the stranger the figure seems to look.
I can't do
Meow.
it. What in
Meow.
the hell is that?
Some believe this could be a rare paranormal encounter, pointing out that the woman sounds older and unlikely to stage such an event for attention. Whatever the explanation, this eerie footage continues to captivate and unsettle viewers, blurring the line between the ordinary and the paranormal.
Oh my gosh. It keeps... Hello? What do you need? I don't even know who you are. This house is haunted.
Yeah, that looks like a wild cat.
A terrifying Instagram
That
reel
looks like a
posted by
moose.
Hainfish Keeper has left viewers shaken. The unsettling footage, originally shared on January 2nd, 2025, quickly went viral, amassing tens of thousands of likes and sparking intense debate.
Well, you can see toes, and there's the knee, and that looks like a gator tail.
Intense debate over what might have been hiding below. With no clear identification of the creature, viewers
There you go. Outline around her body. The change in the coloration of the water. That is not what this kid is looking at. Yeah.
With no clear identification of the creature, viewers were left speculating wildly about what it could be. Orca.
No. I wonder. Let's see. Be a crocodile or alligator? Saying a few things about moose in water. Yeah. That is not the same video.
With no clear identification of the creature, viewers were left
I mean, Oh man. her phone shows a turtle. There's a turtle.
With no clear identification of the creature, viewers were left.
Yeah. Look at this. This is photoshopped. The soft rounded edge here, soft rounded edge here, soft rounded edge here, soft rounded edge here. Even the lighting source on this isn't even the same as on this. Fake. Because that
leaned into the less likely, but suggested by some as crocs are ambush hunters that can stalk prey from below. Something unknown. A handful of users leaned into the sea monster angle, joking that something prehistoric or undiscovered that can stalk prey from below. Something.
I wonder. There's a few floating dead moose videos. A few that kind of look similar to that, but they're heavily edited.
Unknown. A handful of users leaned into the sea monster size and in a cryptic video shared to the Slapped Ham subreddit by a now deleted user, viewers are given a brief yet unsettling glimpse into the darkness of the woods.
Yeah, 2 eyes right there.
According to the original poster, the recording dates back to 2017, when a series of loud, unidentifiable noises from the forest piqued their curiosity, compelling them to investigate, to capture the luminous eyes at a height of approximately 8 feet, aligning perfectly with a nearby post. While many viewers argue that the most logical explanation is an owl, an animal known for its reflective eyeshine and perching habits, others aren't so sure. Some suggest an animal, or did the poster unknowingly capture something?
Okay, so first off, they're like, oh, it's the same height as this 8-foot post here. It's like, okay, no, it's not, because that post is like 50 feet closer than that. So whatever that is, you have to go, okay, here's my eyesight is 5'6", 5'7". I'm looking up at something 8 feet, and then farther off into the distance is something that is the same level. So we're talking a 50-foot span, 8 foot. So we're talking roughly 14 feet off the ground. So that's up in a tree. It's up in a tree. So I'd say more than likely owl.
Mysterious lurking in the woods. A chilling video posted by social media user Gateway to Hell House has left viewers debating whether they've witnessed genuine paranormal activity or an elaborate prank. The unsettling footage follows a family who, after hearing strange noises in their home late at night, fled outside out of fear of a possible intruder. But what they captured on their phone has...
Just so you know, neighborhoods like this, these are the people that do trunk or treating and ruin Halloween for everyone. They've got the great community, the great street lights, the good sidewalks, but they all go to like their local, Target and have kids line up to get candy from the trunks of their vehicles and hold competitions instead of doing it the real way where kids knock at your door and have fun. Stop the trunk or treating.
has led many to believe...
Top window. Bottom window. Bottom window.
A shadowy figure can be seen moving eerily throughout the home's windows.
Oh, man, it disappeared. Top window. Right. The hell is it going to zoom in on this? Bottom window. What the hell is going on?
It's going through the floor.
Many commenters are convinced that the figure is a supernatural entity, often referred to as a shadow person, a figure common in paralysis.
Yeah. Goes from there, melts down, goes to the bottom, goes up,
Bottom window.
then goes up
Bottom
to this
window.
one.
What the hell does its face look like?
To me, that was too much. Too much. Like, those Halloween projection things. Sorry, it's late at night. But yeah, it's too much, and that when it goes to the upper window on the one side, and then he zooms in, it looks like it dips to the side, and then it's holding a cell phone.
In a chilling TikTok video shared by user Kareed_4, a peaceful hike through the woods takes a sinister turn, leaving viewers on edge. The footage begins normally enough as the poster films their walk along a serene forest path.
Is this the one where he's being followed by a chick?
Suddenly, everything goes silent. Even a nearby rabbit seems to freeze in its tracks. Listen closely to what happens next. A muffled cry echoes through the trees. Many viewers believe that the voice can be heard saying, "Help me."
He run. You can hear the sound. You can hear the whatever. The problem with it is you can hear it at the same exact distance from the phone, no matter where he goes.
Many viewers believe that the voice can be heard saying, "Help me."
Let's see. Yeah, I was hoping to catch something in his shadow, like he's holding something else.
The unsettling sound prompts...
See, he's running, but you can still hear the sounds. The same distance.
The TikToker to abandon their hike and retreat from the area, capturing the eerie moment on camera.
I mean, granted, it also sounds like he's mouth talking. And by mouth talking, I mean talking with his mouth, but when it's closed. Like when you do, it sounds like that. I mean, keeping my mouth shut, but I can still talk. I mean, it's a form of ventriloquism, but you can obviously see I'm doing stuff.
The video is
Yeah, his sounds the same.
The video has sparked heated debate in the
You can even do the.
I can't get out of here. I'm stuck inside.
comment section with messages to lure victims into dealing with unanswered questions.
Yeah. That's a shed.
In a video shared to Reddit by user Strong Literature 505, viewers are given a glimpse into a series of bizarre and unexplained events surrounding a seemingly ordinary backyard. Take a look. A bright orb appears to crash into a shed, causing its door to...
For starters, you look at the lights here, the strings here, everything. You look at the branches, you look at the dust flying. There's a high wind. I mean, the chairs are knocked over.
The swing open.
Yeah, look at the fence line and all the stuff blowing around.
What makes this footage strange is the user's claim that the shed door is secured by a rusty, stiff spin hook latch, making it unlikely to open all on its own. Adding to the unease, the poster describes a string of mysterious occurrences inside their home. They report unexplained noises, appliances behaving erratically, strange
stuff happening, dogs barking, the neighbor dances naked under the moonlight. But all I see is a ton of stuff being blown around by high winds everywhere. You got chairs falling over because of the wind. And then they're like, but there's this orb. Yeah, the orb only lights up when it gets into the light of the infrared.
About what could be lurking on this property.
Yeah. I mean, it's dark and it's getting lighter. It's right in front of the light. It's super bright. It turns. That right there is a bug. That is a bug. And notice the door's already opening. And look, on the top of the door, right here, there's the bug. It's shooting here. It didn't even make it to the door. If it's here in front of it, then that means that it's like 4 or 5 feet away. You've got downed chairs from the wind. You've got stuff blowing all over the yard. You've got all this stuff moving. Right behind me is the grill. The grill's moving around. It's like, yeah. That's just high winds and they didn't lock the door.
Straight out of a science fiction film, a slimy
Alien
orange
bugs.
sack resembling a glowing dinobryozoans, tiny, hermaphrodite bag, hoarded in the area. Despite their alien-like appearance, bryozoans are harmless and have been steadily spreading across Western Europe. Originally from the east coast of the United States, they were first documented in Germany in 1883 and have since expanded their range. Their recent sightings, including one last spring in Oklahoma, have fueled conspiracy theories about alien egg pods. However, experts confirm that bryozoans are entirely natural, using their unique ability to reproduce both sexually and asexually,
That
allowing
sounds
them
boring.
to clone themselves and rapidly colonize new environments. With nearly 6,000 known species, bryozoans play an has been enough. Here's a
Yeah.
quick and strange one posted to TikTok by Ufotopia.
Okay. Well,
Here's a quick and strange one posted to TikTok by Ufotopia. It's some footage captured on the red carpet of an awards ceremony.
that's AI. That's an AI video.
The woman appears to
That's an AI video. That's AI, and all they did was they brought down the pixels and then brought it back up to make it look older.
shift and move in a
Yeah. That's AI. Yeah, that's AI. Not real.
Admittedly, the quality, so it's hard to know for sure.
I can't believe this. Is that Fred Durst? No.
On January 7th, 2024, Edward Smith, a cop
Alps
captured by a
Angels.
man the sounds.
Kao da mi se učinilo. Ne znam da ste videli, molim vas, zavratite. Ništa se ne vidi.
You film this on a potato?
The camera records two strange figures visible in the darkness, moving oddly on top of the mountain.
Interesting.
The man who recorded the video speculates that he may have captured angels on camera. He claims the figures were approximately 3.5 meters tall and seemed to be interacting with a lightning rod as though drawing energy from it. While he admitted feeling frightened during the encounter, he also mentioned that the figures didn't seem threatening and that witnessing these huge figures has completely altered his perspective on life, leading him to believe that humans...
Okay, for starters, the camera's moving a lot, and the figures are moving with the camera and not with the scene. See this? The camera moves and they move with the camera, not with the scenery. That's an overlay.
believe that humans are not the only intelligent beings.
Yeah.
Critics argue, or even malevolent.
Yeah.
A page known for sharing scary and
Bikers
paranormal
Mysterious
content
Capture.
posted a chilling photo on Facebook that has caught the attention of many across the platform. In the eerie snapshot captured by a biker's body camera, a dark humanoid figure stands directly in front of the biker. However, the face of the figure is not visible.
It's covered in hair like The Grudge.
Some speculate it
Grudge.
could be a Sasquatch, while others suggest it could be a Skinwalker, a creature from folklore known for its terrifying shape-shifting
Yeah.
abilities.
No, the
With
Ring.
no further explanation provided by the uploader, it seems
which
that
one was
the
the
image
Grudge?
and the creature captured in it will
I
have to
don't know.
remain a mystery. At least,
Yeah.
Usman, a security guard working the night shift at a school, captured something deeply unsettling on
Security.
camera.
Security. That's a crackhead right there. Yeah. It's a meth head.
The footage, reportedly taken from the school's security system, shows a tall, thin woman with unnaturally long arms standing motionless at the front entrance. According to the uploader, the school's exterior gates were locked at the time, meaning that this creepy figure had somehow broken in.
Yes, because jumping a
the security
fence
guard
is
working
impossible.
alone overnight was understandably
Especially for a
shaken.
crackhead.
Some viewers speculated that the figure's long limbs and rigid posture gave off an uncanny, almost inhuman presence, with theories ranging from a paranormal entity to a disturbed trespasser.
Yeah, disturbed
Others suggested
trespasser.
information is disturbing. Let me know what you think. QE.TV, viewers witness an enigmatic scene unfolding under the cover of darkness.
Is that Jesus Christ? Please. Please.
The footage captures a shadowy, human-like figure eerily floating through the sky.
Looks like balloons.
Hello?
Yeah, it looks like balloons.
Initially spotted above a tree,
Looks like it's coming.
the camera operators ranging from the supernatural. Throw this one over to you for final. A Bigfoot-like figure perched high in a tree.
I swear to God, that's a Bigfoot sitting in a tree. I swear
That is a hunting blind.
to God. Holy.
The brief footage has sparked tales, and the unstable footage hint at a possible hoax. With the video providing minimal
That's a hunting
context,
blind.
no concrete
To God. Holy.
So is this footage an elaborate prank meant to stoke online curiosity, or could it be genuine evidence of Bigfoot casually lounging in the treetops? We'll throw this one over to you, the viewer. Eerie one posted by the The video has quickly gone viral.
That is one of those window projection things I was talking about.
Makes sense of what they died days ago. The entity's been beneath you. In a TikTok video uploaded by LQQ.TV, we see an eerie encounter caught on camera in Mexico that has online audiences unnerved. Take a look.
Somebody walking down the road. Again, cameras at a distance cannot determine what the edges are of things, especially at night. And top it all off, this mouth breather pointed their camera at a freaking light. So it's being blurred out here. It's trying to adjust for the lighting of the area. So this is all like blown out of proportion like crazy just to get this clear of a picture.
The homeowner checked the surveying. The nearest neighbor is supposedly Rona, the weeping woman. Weeping mother, duration. Is it hiding has left the community. A chilling cave exploration video by Instagram after what appears to be a ghost.
Yeah, this is completely, absolutely fake footage. You can look at all the dirt all the way around, and then you look at this stuff. This is all fresh dirt just thrown in over this rock.
Hand emerging from beneath a boulder. Ibrahim Al-Salti, a well-known paranormal explorer, filmed the encounter in an eerie, shadow-filled cave. The footage, which garnered over 255,000 likes and 8,000 comments, quickly spread across paranormal news outlets. He was even interviewed on a program, Studio Al Arab, about his scary explorations, which have millions of followers online. In those interviews, he describes encountering jinn. Program, Studio Al Arab, about his scary explorations, which have millions of followers online. In those interviews,
Yeah, that's a freaking doll. You can see the person here, and you can see it's like a freaking robotic toy. And they have the light up eyes. The person's sitting right here. You can see their arm and everything, and then you can see the arm over here holding it. And right here, you can see them getting up and literally bringing the toy back around.
Reputation as a field. New York kids. The Dogman is alleged with one of the book since the 1990s. A predator roaming the wilds of New York State, or just a trick of the light playing on our deepest fears.
Yeah, trick of the light.
Continues.
Yeah, because I mean, you've got back legs, the front arms here. This is a plant, but it makes it look like this is a leg and it's coming back to here. But the leg is right here. Both of the hind legs are right here. This is a plant. You can see the base of it and you can see the branches off up here. But that is more than likely a coyote. Possibly a wolf.
TikTok user Pauline Magallo, known as MM Designs, has sparked intense online debate after capturing a mysterious golden orb hovering in the skies above Tuscarora, Pennsylvania.
See if I can zoom in more.
The footage, recorded in December 2024 using a Nikon P1000 with a 3000mm telescopic lens in 4K resolution, adds to a growing series of videos she's shared featuring unidentified aerial phenomena.
Yeah, like unlike the stuff that I have, these things are
Pauline,
stationary.
who's been documenting these orb-like entities for some time, attempted something unprecedented in her latest video: direct communication.
That's kind of cool.
Oh, you know Jesus. You know Jesus.
Though that's solar flares. These are solar flares. And because the objects are not moving, what I'm thinking here is she is seeing stars and zooming in on them, and because of the way the cameras work when you have that long telephoto lens, well, yeah, it's too late for this stuff. When you're looking at stuff through a lens that's that long, you can see the solar radiation coming off of stars. That's what gives stars that twinkle when you're looking up at them. Is you're seeing this with your eyes, but you can't see it because it's so far away and small.
Jesus is good.
Rather than the new in scripture, angels are orb-like entities. For instance, inscription may be like. However, the apparent Rastine's golden orb truly be an curiosity about the history of the.
Yeah.
Check out our merch store.
Oh. Yeah, so that's it. That's it for this one. Hour and a half video. But I'm trying to keep my chin up. I've got my appointment tomorrow to see more damage. But keep on keeping on, people. See you on the next one.